Hi YouTube, in this video I want to show you how to program a TB-303 style bassline with a Korg EMX, and this can also be done with the EA-1 or the EA-1 MK2 of course. What you need to know is what the TB-303 does, what kind of functions it works with, and how to reach these functions on the Korg EMX. First thing you need to know is that the TB-303 is a one oscillator synthesizer, so there's no need to mess with the oscillator 2 edit on the MX or to put a couple of things in that the original doesn't have. So I'm going to show you how to get as close to the original as you can with the Korg EMX. First of all, I'm going to take a pattern, and I have already found one that I don't need, so I'm just going to clear pattern. So now I get on the first drum part I get these 4 bass drum hits that I don't want, so I just erase those. Okay, well, let me sit down for a second. Okay, so the TB-303 only uses either a saw wave or a square wave. So this is exactly what we need, or I like the saw waveform for now. And the other parameters that I'll be messing with are the EG intensity and the EG time, because they can make the Korg EMX sound really like a convincing TB-303. And then I'm going to be messing with gate time after I've programmed something. There are 2 ways to record now. Of course, there's the real-time recording function, but you could also use step edit, and step edit, or to be more exact, step recording, gives you a bit more accurate features right away, because you can set the length of each note in the exact same way that you would record a TB-303, which means the gate time is always 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, and so on. There is nothing like 0.75 on an original TB-303. It always uses 16th notes, either one or some of them in a row to produce longer sounding notes. So you should keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to choose the real-time recording method though, because that just makes it easier to find a melodic line. I want it to sound like something like ding 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 ding, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the metronome. Oh, it's already turned on. All right. Okay, something like that. Okay. As you just noticed, a couple of notes were cut off because the one before was a bit too long, so it didn't get through. But I just... Okay, I think I just fixed that. So now we want to edit the gate time, because like I said, there's nothing like a 0.75 or anything on the original TB-303. Okay, I press the keyboard key, and so now I get all my note values. And now I can check and see the length of each. And I don't want too many slide effects, only at certain parts. Okay, I'm going to make this a 1. This is a 1.75. I'm going to make that a 2. Okay. Just make sure that you get full values on the gate time if you want it to sound authentic. Okay. So now let's listen to what we have. Okay, for the slide effect, in the part common part on the MX, you have pitch or glide as a parameter. Pitch is only for the drum parts, glide is for the synth parts. And I'm going to choose a value of 16 because on the original TB-303, I don't have an original TB-303, but I have a SOX box. And I noticed that the slide effect there is also very short, and I think it should be around a value of 16 here. Okay, so now when I have a note, I'm going to turn on the step edit again. When I have notes overlapping somewhere, let's see. Okay, here I have a 2.0 gate time on 11 and a 1.0 on 12. That means that these two notes are overlapping. The note I programmed on 11 lasts longer, or lasts just as long as these two together. So between these notes we're going to have a slide effect. Okay, it doesn't really. And also on 15 and 16, if I turn the value up, okay, then you can hear it a bit better. But as I said, that's not like the true thing sounds like. Okay, now I'm going to turn drive down because the TB-303 sounds great with distortion and overdrive, but we're going to add that later if we need it. For now, we're trying to make it sound like the puristic TB-303 sound. Okay, and of course that is a bit of an impossible task, but we're trying to get as close to the original as we can. So now to add this sort of chirping effect, or whatever you call it, twittering effect, whatever, you need the envelope generator intensity on the positive side. Turn it all the way up, or whatever sounds best. Don't use the negative side though, because the negative doesn't exist on the original. Let me show you what that sounds like. Turn the intensity up and then mess with the time. And this, you have to keep in mind that the envelope generator intensity, the envelope generator time, and cutoff and resonance sort of correspond. It sounds like you would always be turning this knob up and down, the cutoff, and this happens automatically, depending on what values you choose for these knobs right here. So notice that when I turn the intensity down, there's no effect at all. Each note sounds the same. Okay, now I turn it up. Okay, and on the SOX box, this is envelope modulation and decay. This would be decay time. Here it's called EG time. And envelope modulation is just the same as envelope generation intensity. So and here we get a bit more convincing and a bit more convincing TB-303 sound. Okay, now if we add drive to it, it becomes a bit louder, a bit more aggressive. And that's the sound you want to get for acid house. Okay, to show you how that works with a simple drum pattern, I'm just going to choose a hi-hat for 6 A and B. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, maybe 112 should be an open hi-hat then. Okay. And I'm just going to record a simple beat on top of that. And now, of course, this whole thing comes to life when you start messing with the cutoff resonance values, with the drive knob and the EG time, of course. And like I said, this sound can also be achieved with the Korg EA-1 smaller version, where you have only 2 synth parts, but they also do a very good job in emulating a TB-303. So thanks for watching and bye-bye.